regular meeting of June 27, Armada Council meeting will now come to order. Everyone stand for the pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call for our clerk, please.
Clark?
Here.
Conan?
Here.
Bullock?
Here.
Baylor?
Here.
Cooper? Here. Belkey?
Yes.
Shaw is absent.
Approval of the agenda. What's the council's wishes?
I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Support. Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. At this time, citizens' comments. Anyone want to address the audience? Chris is here, one of our employees from the sewer plant.
He'll be under administration.
You'll be at an administrator's, right? So, we have no presentations tonight. So the administrator reports would be F and B, and also Mr. Clark, if you want to address at this time.
No, I'll turn it over to Chris.
It was a pretty good month, except for couple minor things. We had no analytical failures for our National Pollutant Discharge Elimination Permit, which means nothing in the lab failed. We did have an industrial user, unknown, violate your guys' sewer ordinance. On May 24th, about 7 a.m., noticed that the water was real rusty coming in. At first I assumed it was the backwash from the water plant. And I seen Dave and he said, no, it's not us. And then we started getting this really light colored grit, silica looking stuff coming in, but it wasn't, it was organic. It was like a cornmeal. We had to empty the grit bucket 2 times in 2 days. And I don't know how much got passed, but it was an organic material. I'm not sure who it came from, but it turned our effluent orange. On our composite sample, which was 24 hours on our effluent, it's a rusty color. But like I said, we didn't fail any of the parameters on the permit as far as analytical, but it put a big loading on the plant. I don't know if it was an accident or what happened. And I was running the plant manual, so I did not have a chance to go start popping manhole covers to see where it came from.
When that happens, you have to run it manually, Chris, is that it?
What I was trying to do was absorb some of the color out, let it settle out with the sludge by settling longer and stuff. It helped a little bit, but not enough. When it was actually coming in, it lasted for about an hour and a half. Our effluent was just like rusty orange going out into the creek. DOs and pH and everything were fine. And when I took a sample of grit and put it in a muffle furnace, it burnt, which means it wasn't sand or dirt or anything like that. It was organic. It could ignite into a flame. But that's a pretty big issue. That's not a very good thing to happen.
What if DNR would see that going to correct?
They would probably make us institute an industrial pre-treatment program or something on that nature to make sure it don't happen again.
They don't want to have to go that route.
That would be out of scope and cost extra money for us to implement something.
We
like
do
that.
any investigation, or is it too late?
The thing said we had 31 days, so it's too
No,
late.
but I mean,
To find out where it came from.
I've got samples collected, it's all documented and pictures were taken. I have an idea where it came from, but I'm not saying.
I think we all do.
So, and it's not the first time in the
And
last
if-
couple of years that something's
if
happened.
we identify who does it, then what do we do from there, Steve?
Not sure. I mean, what the parameters are, how we proceed from there. Do you have any idea, Chris? Or?
According to your guys' sewer ordinance, from what I read on it, you would let the violator know, and if they're a habitual offender, then you take action.
Yeah. I'm sure we'd have to get Jeff involved and. But like I said, he was busy, couldn't really run around trying to check. And a matter of time went by and then it was like,
Is
well,
that something you can call the DPW in for when it's going on? To
Sure.
have them pull the manholes to look at, if that ever happens again?
well, if it does happen again, I
Yeah,
definitely get them
I have a
involved.
couple places that I go check.
but you couldn't, you know, I mean, I'm just saying, if you're ever in that situation again, which it sounds like, I mean, you're
We
there a long
really like
time.
to get the violator here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whether
With
it was an
concrete
accident or
Just
somebody.
so they're
Right.
more careful about it, you
Right.
know.
won't make them.
Not trying to accuse anybody of anything right now, but you don't want it to keep happening.
No.
Right,
And before I made this little makeshift grit system that I got going on, because the main grit system has exceeded its expected life and HESCO says that it's not worth fixing. I got a little 1/4 horsepower sewer injector put down in the cylindrical channel, the vortex, and it's got a 2-inch hose hooked to it. It just sucks the grit out. It does a pretty good job, but it's not how it's supposed to be. So
temporary fix.
Well, the main
Yes.
thing is we want to make sure we get their attention.
yes, and so. Yeah, I don't know if it's happened before because the grid system's only been going for like 2.5 months like that, 3 months, so, if it happened before, I'm not constantly looking at the influent and that kind of stuff as I'm doing work, so. It's something that could have happened before,
How long was it going for, you think?
about 1.5 hours, 2 hours.
So it's not even just a residential, it's
No, it's not
definitely-
residential, it's industrial.
Okay.
Somebody was cleaning something.
Right.
Restaurant, or I have no idea what, so. So that was the main big thing that happened during the month. Got all our DMRQA studies sent into our lab era. We're waiting for the results to just check our results with their results to make sure all the lab procedures are going good. On the 12th and the 13th, we had a total of like 1.5 inches of rain, and the creek was down. No problems at all with the plant. So that kind of confirms that I think we have a structure somewhere that on the creek side, it's letting water in to the plant. We did regular maintenance and housekeeping per the computerized maintenance management system program that's in place. All the work orders and stuff we did are in Appendix D or on the last pages of your thing. We had 2 emergency alarms. One was on May 12th at 10:30 p.m. Brian received a call and arrived at 11:15. The alarm was for high influent flow, which it can be higher than 270 gallons a minute. We'd have to get a PLC programmer in to change that. But it was due to a heavy rainstorm. And when he got there, it was actually back down to 210 gallons. So he reset everything and checked the plant out and just left. So it wasn't it was a 270 gallons a minute or above long enough. I don't know if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and it's gonna sit there before it calls the alarm. But it called him, so he had to come in, and when he got there, it was already below, so we just had to reset it. Everything was okay. And then on 5/28, I got a call at 5 p.m. And I arrived when I got there. That was the day, we had a big windstorm, real bad. It was on Saturday. It actually took a piece of the metal roof on the granary and bent it up and bent it in half. What it did was it caused all the wind, caused a power glitch. The PLC flickered. And so it caused all the blowers to go into a high temperature mode, and that overlapped the tanks, meaning the 2 tanks were doing the same thing at the same time, which calls for an alarm. I came in and reset everything. I checked the oil and greased all the blowers, just as a precaution, because we did get a high temperature alarm, even though I don't think it was that. Got the cycles back in order and reset everything and made sure it was gonna work correctly, and I left. We can fix that, I believe, if we got a backup battery. We do get a power glitch for like a second. The battery would kick in, not let the PLC be a constant power source. I'm not sure how much them are, but I do know we don't have one on our PLC at this time.
You maybe check and see if
Yep.
you can do that.
Yep.
Because
I don't think they're
it's an
very much.
expense, but if it saves a few alarm calls outs, then we'll be money ahead.
That was the first one we had like that, so,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure it's due to power glitch and wind, so.
Oh, you got one other thing to bring up. I don't think you're gonna forget about it, that you have no air conditioning down there.
Yes, I was waiting till the last bit. It's always the bad news last, I guess. We have no air at the time. It's the original unit, it's exceeded its lifespan. I've had 3 contractors come out. One condensing unit is totally shot. The other one keeps blowing fuses, which means we got electrical issues somewhere. The main issue is the refrigerant. It is an R22, which is not, it's gonna be completely phased out by 2020. That's already really hard to get. The new equipment, they use a different kind of refrigerant. It runs through the system at a lot higher PSI. Like, I think he said 100 more PSI, so there'd be a couple minor changes that we have to make on the air handling unit. If we did do something, because if the DEQ came in, the lab's supposed to be 68 degrees. They would say something about it.
We're gonna get some cost on it then, Steve? Is
Yes,
that-
I did. I got 3 quotes already, and they range anywhere from 93 to 11,000. And that includes replacing the unit, placing 2 valves on the air handling unit that open and close, let the refrigerant through the coils, and prepping the inside of the condensing coils in the air handling unit so they can handle the extra PSI.
And you're replacing other coils or pipes or whatever?
The replacement will just be the 2 valves, and they're gonna add a disconnect up top by the air unit, a condensing unit, which is cold. They don't have a disconnect up there right now. And a new condensing unit. The air handling unit is okay, except for a couple minor things that they have to change.
Steve, can't we use that replacement fund for that? No, it's part of,
Yeah.
Part of the,
Building maintenance.
Building maintenance, right.
I mean, it's a requirement of the
Right.
plant. But we got the sewer replacement fund. It seemed like you could take that out of.
And all 3 contractors said the same thing. There's not any point in spending thousands of dollars to fix it when you're not gonna be able to get refrigerant for it.
Exactly.
So it's 28 years old.
It's holding nuts and bolts and
Especially not an expenditure of that much. I don't know. Well, we'll try and have everything in order for the next meeting. I know it's gonna be a long couple of weeks.
That is my bad news. Sorry, guys.
You might check
But
with
how
Joe
bad-
on
yeah,
that replacement
How
fund.
bad is that?
I'm thinking you can use that.
sounds like it, Dave.
You know,
My results have been fine. If the DEQ came in, they might try to say that they're not.
Steve, what do you need to
up
get
to
together?
code because
We
the
need to make
lab-
an agenda item, but we already approved the agenda. We can't add anything at this point.
Yeah.
And we can't make an emotion in the
Someone
administrative
of our
reports.
situation.
I would say bring
down
it,
there.
bring it, do it right back. You know,
Or, the meeting be full, we'll bring it back to the next one, just have it in the minutes, but after the meeting closes, you will. Just like you did for
Yeah. I just want to make sure that,
Everything's apples.
well, all, yeah, right, apples to apples, you know, at a range of, what, 9,000 to 11,000?
Yep.
Well, you have time to do that though, I mean, you can,
you can call.
Yeah.
yes.
And I guess,
That's installed?
Yes, sure.
I guess once we get everything in order, come up to the office and we'll contact and do it. 2 weeks is a long way to go.
Especially that.
There was,
get loaded with work too.
there was
Yeah,
Right,
Probably already are.
yeah,
yeah.
good point.
30 degrees Celsius in there, which is about 87, 88 degrees. And there's
See
no
how that-
windows that open, so you can't get.
See how you're cleaning that water so good? We will allow you to take a swim in the creek. On the other, you know.
Other side.
I thought about that, actually. It gets a little warm in there, but.
We will work towards fixing that.
Okay, and I'll do my end
Let me
to
get
make
back
sure
with you.
everything's on what the warranties are and make sure that everybody's included, similar units, et cetera.
Okay.
All that stuff, so.
And their delivery time.
Yeah.
Most importantly.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, well, I believe that is all I have.
Okay, well, thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Bad news,
Yeah,
but-
Becky did it.
And trip back to Lansing.
Oh, I will.
I mean, I don't know if I want to talk about it again or not.
Answer
Here,
your
if
question.
you can put it, do you want to do that under
No,
your
you're right, I want to go
administrator?
first.
Okay.
Want to say something about the
No.
park?
Yeah, I need something about police too, so.
Okay.
All right, so, liaison reports?
I just wanted to say that we've been sprucing up the park a little bit. Called Kent and asked them to cut around the trees in
Thank
the
you,
back.
Chris.
and
Bye,
maybe
Chris.
Take a little
Bye-bye.
extra time with it, and they did that. It looks really nice, so.
Does the park have?
Yeah, it's nice. We've got a new swing out there, so both of the grown-up type swings are there. There's 3 new picnic tables that are about to be deposited in the park in advance of our picnic on Wednesday, so. it's-
Hey, here's what happens when you do a really great job as a partner, which I think we have for
Yes, we.
quite a while now. I had numerous people mention to me how bad the park looked at Memorial Day because it had not got cut.
Right.
So, that's why I told them, well, it's just because you're used to it being so good, I'm sure there was a glitch and the people couldn't get here.
I've had 2 people call me about renting the park, one for a wedding.
Oh, nice.
So, don't, didn't set anything in yet, but they asked, so.
Great.
There you go.
Great. That's all I know.
That'd be neat.
Yeah, we
Very good, thank you.
Under police business, I just want to let everyone know Chief Mike did talk to Lansing for the Secretary of State, and that is not an allowed purchase. So Jeff already notified the property owner to tell them that it's a no-go.
Okay, Mr. Juan?
Yes.
In the section here, you do have the final inspection and acceptance certification report. This is just for the bridge, Prospect Street. Went down, I took a look at it, and there was a few things they had in there. They had a punch list, touch-up work, and they went down, they did it, and as of that date, it was a 6/1/2016, the bridge highly accepted that for the council.
Anything else, Erlen?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll tell you, it's gonna be.
You have your building reporting there. General business, approval of the regular council meeting minutes of June 13th.
We're gonna pull those. Just so everybody knows, the public hearing that we had for the S2 stuff, the SRF stuff, has to have verbatim minutes done, so they're at Herald Court reporting as we speak, getting, hopefully, getting done. So I'm gonna pull the minutes, just so I can include that as part of our record. So that way that will be part of the record, so I can think about that till.
I have a quick question on something on there real quick.
Mhm.
The PLT fundraiser, that's not part of the schools. And you see it's a school's insurance policy with it. Pale Camp.
Jason Hundy gives me that every year.
Okay,
I don't know, that's a question for them. They insure it every year.
okay. It's not policy.
Really?
Yeah, Pal has not, you mean Pal fundraiser? Yeah. it's
Well,
not.
somebody might talk to the school about that.
All right, I just
Okay.
wanted to ask.
They're supposed to have their own insurance then, right?
Well, that's what they turn that in every year. That's what
Well,
they've turned in every
I
year.
guess we should, before approving that, then well, they want to do it September 9th, or,
No. The 10th.
yeah.
We'll look into it.
That
If
weekend.
it's a problem, then I won't issue it. I mean, you can approve it, but I still have to sign it, so I mean, if it's
I
an
just saw
issue-
that and I realized,
No,
I'm
you're-
like, that's not a.
You're absolutely right.
function.
You're absolutely right, but because it comes from the teacher who organizes it, he gets
Right,
the insurance.
and, yeah, okay.
That's a good question. I will question that, and if there's a problem, I'll talk to the school's the one that gave it to him,
But it's not
on
signed
July
by,
10th.
it's not signed by anybody besides Hunting. I mean, it's not signed by Missouri or anything, is it?
No.
No, that wouldn't,
No, that comes from the insurance
it
company.
comes from
I will talk to
Heather
the teacher
Urbana.
and Heather about
Heather's
that.
the one, she'll be there, because Hundy is off on summer.
I have his cell phone. number.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I just noticed that. and
No,
I-
that's a
Should
good
we
catch. I've
approve-
never questioned that.
That pending then, or I guess we'll have a
Just
meeting.
approve it, and if it's a problem, I just won't issue it. It
Okay.
comes down to me signing it and
Okay, that
approving
sounds
it.
good.
So,
Okay, what's the council wishes is to consent agenda.
because now it's as amended.
Payment bills into that special event
Mr. President, I'll move the consent agenda be accepted as amended.
with the minutes pulled of July.
That's the amendment, right?
Any further discussion?
You got that a second?
I second.
Oh,
Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Old business, Lyle,
yep.
East Main Street.
Well, as of last meeting, they still had to seed some of the, what they call it, the green belt, I guess is what they call it, and have done that.
Oh, they did do that?
Yeah, they did do that, and they've also taken, we've got the Tippy manhole cover down there taken care of, our guys took care of that, and I am still waiting for the approval of, their letter that I have to sign off for approval, so as it stands, looks like it's pretty much done.
That's from, I can't think of his name.
Hubble Rough and Clark.
Hubble, Rough and Clark.
Yeah, right.
Lyle, are they still looking into that standing water and that one?
Yes, they're still on Crawl Street, they're still looking into that, and that's,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna sign it until that's done.
Okay, good.
Very good. New business. The gas meter alarm purchase for the sewer plant. Steve?
Yep, talked about this since winter, before SES2 was coming on, we talked about that we would probably be taking care of this ourselves. We did get 3 quotes. We've got one quote from TH Effart for a price of $18,282. We have one from SCADA for a price of $18,235. And then we had one here from Butler Mechanical for $18,779. And I would like to make a motion to, ahead of myself here. I know you've got something written down, and I'm missing it. I want to go with SCADA, okay. I propose to accept the proposal from SCADA for an amount of $18,235 and not to exceed amount of $18,235 pending insurance verification and permit approval.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion?
Yeah, so.
We'll say, Mr. President and Steve, that's awful close bidding.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Very
Yeah.
good.
And, the people were given the old paperwork on how things were, what it was meant to work as and do, and to come out that close.
That was.
Well,
very good.
you're an electrician.
Yep,
You know what's involved.
Yeah.
There's so many different variations to come out that close.
and not only that, I like that SCADA put on there, he's gonna use the plastic rigid conduit.
Yes,
Class 1,
for that.
one way.
That environment in there.
We have to.
Yes. So I thank everybody for that. Chris will thank you.
Good.
Now, that could come out of the sewer replacement fund.
I don't know how we're gonna handle that.
That's Joe's department.
Yeah. well,
We didn't have an alarm on that before?
Oh, yes, we did. It's not functioning.
It's a replacement.
Well,
So that's where it became a safety issue, the guys in that building.
Yeah, right.
Well, we gotta do it, but
Right. And right now, this has nothing to do with the ventilation, this is just
No.
alarm.
Right.
Yeah, but again, I think you get with Joe, I think she,
However, whatever section of the pie it comes out of, it,
But we know it's coming out.
yeah.
Well, that's a big.
Well, we can
difference
always,
just
we can
right out
always
of
do
your
a
budget.
budget amendment to fix it, you know,
Yeah, right.
so.
Exactly.
All right. This is money involved, so we're gonna take a roll call, please.
Clark,
Yes,
Ballard,
Yes.
Wolock,
Yes.
Belkey,
Yes.
Conan,
yes.
Motion carried.
Cooper.
Yes.
I just wasn't fast enough.
Okay, this is the clerk's program for sidewalk CDBG. Do you have any comments or?
I do. I talked to Carrie Fortune at the county regarding our CDBG sidewalk program, which she and I work very closely with, trying to figure out how to do this. She sent me the survey that we had to do for people to see if we could get this paid for through CDBG and that. Lyle agreed to do that, which was fine, and you guys approved for him to do that. But what that requires is that you prove that you income qualify, which means your LMI, which is low to moderate income. I don't know what the cutoff is for that amount right now, but it's for every person in your household. So, like,
Someone should have it.
no, oh no, somebody has. I just don't know it off the top of my head right now. So when we go door to door, you know, it would be, hi, you know, we're wondering if you'd like to participate in this, and the village, then your portion would be paid for. But we still need a W-2. We need, you know, I mean, there's gonna be requirements. So what I'm asking, I talked to Lyle about it, and what I'd like to do is just send out a letter to the houses that we're gonna be approaching, explaining this, just outright, give them the paperwork, and if you're interested in doing this, send us your stuff. If you are not, because you don't wanna give out that personal information, which we would completely understand, then just tell me you're not interested in it. If we don't get enough interest in this and I can't spend that $10,000, I gotta go back to the township and give them their $5 back, or we're gonna have to put it into some kind of rehab with the county or whatever. We need to find another way to spend it. I didn't know this, Carrie we didn't have this conversation about what was expected of people. I know that people, you know, are very private about that type of stuff, which I understand. And if they don't want to, if they rather just pay their portion, which is what's gonna happen, because we're gonna, you know, these sidewalks have to be done.
They'll be billed now.
They'll be billed for it, or if they want to prove their income and we can income qualify them, then the village, the CDBG will pick up that portion.
I'm surprised they make you do that, because with ASAP, I didn't have to
Yes,
have
that's-
any approval.
Uh-huh.
Because it was between them and the county. It
That's
wasn't
why I didn't think about it, because we've never had to do this.
So they must be changing
It's
everything
HUD.
down there.
It's
It's
HUD, and it's the way.
Because
that
it
they do
wasn't
things.
that way
We
3
had
years
to
ago.
go before to individual homes, like.
But they didn't have to prove their income, you just took
No,
their word.
we took their word.
Unfortunately, the
But
county
it's
and
still-
HUD, the county and HUD will not do that.
You think you wanna feel uncomfortable when you go in and ask people.
That's why I've left it to
These
Lyle.
personal questions.
No,
But, and
But
what
doing it
was
by-
really unbelievable was how cooperative people were.
and they may, and maybe
Yeah, it was pretty positive thing, and I was about shaking doing it.
well, and you know what, in the end, they're just not gonna owe that portion of sidewalk, which they're, you know, you get billed
It's a
for
benefit to
when
them.
it's a benefit to them, it is.
Right.
But I wanna be able to explain that in a letter just to the people that were, because this isn't the non-CDBG sidewalks that we're talking about, where it's long lengths of sidewalk, we're not talking about that. These are flags, specific flags. And if you're, you know, if you income qualify, then CDBG will pay your portion, you don't have to pay for it. So if you're on the list to get your large portion of sidewalk done, don't expect that this isn't the program we're talking about. But I just wanted, I want permission to just put together a letter to explain it. Lyle and I will both sign it. If you want, Mark can sign it. Also, we can all sign it, whatever. But, and just see how much response we get. If people all respond, fantastic. But we're coming up to crunch time. I want to know if there's nobody that's interested, then we need to find another use for that money.
How many flags are there?
I don't really, I don't know. We have a list somewhere.
There's like, there's 20 areas, 20, 25, 30 areas.
I don't, I
It's
don't.
only 30
people
homes.
you'd have to
Yeah.
talk to.
I
So
don't-
we have to send out 20, roughly
Yes,
20
but
letters.
I think this is an easier way to do it, and then they can contact the office if they have questions. And if I don't, I'm gonna give a cutoff date. If I don't hear back from you this day, then we're gonna consider you not interested. You know, it's just the cleanest way to do it.
Are their flags still gonna be replaced then?
I don't know if they will be this year, because
They're gonna have to be replaced because I'll tell you why,
at some point.
they are dangerous to it's dangerous to the citizens. So
right.
they're
Well,
gonna-
I
they're
was
gonna
just
get
saying,
replaced.
because then you could.
Right.
They need to know.
Right,
Yes,
well, and it may
exactly.
end up then being part of, because the DPW has to do the CDBG ones, that they're not doing the other ones. The other ones are being contracted done. So we may want to put these in with the contractor then if we can't do CDBG.
Since they're already mobilized.
So it's a timing thing right now, and unfortunately, it just came to our attention within the last couple weeks, and
And
it's
the
like,
thing is, we probably aren't gonna get into this till September anyway because of the amount of work that's out there for flat work guys. I mean, that's.
and right now, we don't have, the funds aren't released yet. So, but I have a CDBG meeting on the 19th of July, and maybe they'll be released by then. I'd like to have these answers by then, because
Sure.
if we've got to reallocate, we just need to do it.
Well, in other words, I think too, a personal contact sometimes goes farther than a letter because they can push that aside. You know, that's my only concern too, you know. And
It's catching people at home would be an
Right,
issue,
yeah,
you
that's
know,
too.
during the day,
Very
and
true.
especially at summertime. This way, you know, I'm hoping to get, you know, because there's, you know, 20 sounds like a lot, but to me that's so few. You know, it wouldn't be hard to follow up with a phone call or to have Lyle stop in. I just want to, we're kind of just getting out of time crunch, and I don't want to mess it up and then think, oh my God, how are we going to get rid of this block grant money, because it's such a pain.
so let's try it then, if that's what
Okay.
council wishes.
Mr. President, I'll move to allow the clerk to prepare a resident letter for the household specified for the CDBG program.
Oh, second.
Moved and
I got
supported.
you, Sam. Don't mention
Moved
it.
and supported,
No,
any further
fine.
discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. The next is the resolution update, in other words, which would be to authorize the treasurer or clerk to open a credit card accounts, in other words, for the previous ones that we had filled.
This is just a resolution update because it hasn't been done yet for various reasons, but it's mostly just because Joe's not been in because other issues. But we have to update the resolution because the resolution named Howard, and we need to have it named Mike. So, well, it has to go to a name, so it's got to go to Mike Patrick. So, so what I'd like to be able to do, because I think we can do this over the phone, we gotta look into it, but it's just accepting the resolution, which has been changed from the first one to read Michael Patrick and to say the treasurer or clerk.
I make a motion to adopt the bank resolution authorizing the village treasurer or clerk to set up credit cards at CSB Bank.
Support.
Moved and supported, any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
So I have to thank Mark for that, because it looked at that name, got to change, like, oh, boy, you're right. So, Mark got it.
Good to get that.
Yeah, it needs.
Which township gave Warren a catch?
I gave you kudos because it was,
Okay. Next is the adoption of the 2016 millage rates and the warrants to be signed. What is the council?
same thing as every year. Joe's just not here to
Mr.
explain.
President, also move that the village rate be levied by the treasurer for the tax year 2016 for operating the general fund be levied at the reduced rate of 9.4650 mils in compliance with Headley 2016 reduction factor of 0.9815, section NCI 21134D.
A second.
How many mills did you say?
I think he transposed.
9.4650
Yeah.
Supposed to be
but
4560.
this should be- It's supposed to be 9.4560.
No, 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 no,
No.
no, 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 he read it from here, that's a typo on my part, good catch.
Okay.
9.4650.
460. Okay, good job, Lon.
Good job.
Us, Bill, second.
Yeah, read from Joe's.
Yeah.
Hey, don't read from mine. I was gonna tell you that.
Okay, we're gonna have a roll call on this, please.
Ballard,
Yes.
Cooper,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Conan,
Yes.
Bullock,
Yes.
Belkey.
Yes.
Motion carried. Okay, now, the municipal street fund.
I make a motion to approve the millage rate to be levied by the treasurer for tax year 2016 for operating the municipal street fund be levied at the reduced rate of 3.7822 mils in compliance with the Headley 2016 reduction factor of 0.9815, section MCI 211.34D.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, roll call, please.
Ballard,
Yes.
Cooper,
Yes.
oh, I'm sorry, Cooper Ballard, Belkey,
Yes.
Bullock,
Yes.
Conan,
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Motion carried.
We have to do this last one too.
Yes, yep, that's to sign all the,
I make a motion to authorize the clerk, president, and treasurer to sign all the warrants and forms related to the 2016 tax roll.
Support.
was that Ballard?
Yeah. Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all, Pam, let's get a roll call on that.
Okay. Cooper,
Yes.
Ballard,
Yes.
Belkey,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Conan,
Yes.
Bullock.
Yes. Motion carried.
You and I got to sign all these.
All right. And the next one is the Michael Patrick Agreement Amendment. There was just an article missed in it. And so we're running back to add that to his contract.
Due to the timing, there was a timing difference between when Chief Howard started in the fiscal year and Mike Patrick. Since Mike Patrick is starting earlier in the fiscal year, he's entitled to a few more personal days than Howard was because he started in December and Mike is starting in June. So with that, I'd like to approve the amended agreement between the Village of Armada and Michael Patrick.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. We do not have a closed session tonight. And, you steal my paper.
Did not steal.
I like to keep up and coming agenda items, is there any?
I'll add the air conditioning, but hopefully you take care of it before that, so.
Citizen comment, no citizens here, that's good. Council comment.
Christie's a citizen.
Well, she's a camera taker.
I don't count.
Well, you don't count, you're a camera taker.
Oh, she counts.
I don't like cameras. Okay, no council comments. Community events, any?
The potluck in the park. Concert on Wednesday includes it's called the Uncle Sam Jam and it's the potluck in the park. So don't miss it.
It's a
place to
great
be.
one. This
Yeah.
one's a great one.
All right, community
That's okay.
events, that's good, fine. Next is the adjournment, it's fitting and proper.
The time is 7:40. I make the motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn,
Support.
supported by Cohen this time.
Conan? Yeah. I'm gonna check that in my minutes next time, because I'll have that wrong.
All in favor?
All right.
Motion carried. Meeting adjourned.